Okay,
testing, testing, testing.
Yeah, I think we solved it now. But that's so weird because now I can hear it on Twitch. So I'm gonna. But we never had this issue before. Okay, now she hears us. She says, "Thank you very much, Lucia, for pointing this out."
Yes, thank you.
Right. Let me just switch over to your screen. And
Yeah.
yours. Okay, so your screen always worked. It was just when I was showing my screen that didn't work. Let me see this one. I don't know what happened, man.
Yeah. So it was an OBS setting thing, right?
Yeah, must have been clicking around like crazy and just turned something off. Anyway, that sucks big time. But we're back. Boom. Thank you, Lucia, for pointing this out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello,
we
world.
salute you and welcome to the stream.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Right. So apparently we are looking for some fast API start. I need to check on GitHub what is fast API starts. Do you understand? Right. So we're just gonna go to search. Do we search here? Fast API start on GitHub. Fast API starter pack. A lightweight web framework based on fast API. Web starter. Well, this was, what was it? It was IB. Let's just check this instead, right? Come on, give me that. There we go. Right, 14 months ago, 25 days ago. Right. This doesn't look cool to me, to be honest.
What about the one from the maintainer of Fast API?
That is
they
called,
keep saying that it's called, well,
yeah,
it's
that's
called
the full stack. That's the one that
yeah,
will generate.
But the full stack, the only thing it's generating in the front end, I don't know why they call it full stack, but it's this kind of
as far as I'm concerned, that generates the view stuff, right? But I might be mistaken.
Yeah, but it seems to just be an admin dashboard. It's like admin dashboard with login, create user. I don't think it actually generates it would strike me as like it's I mean, it's doing a lot of cool stuff, but
that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna use this one.
Yeah, like cookie cutter, we grab cookie cutter and then we try to, well, let's just see what happens, right? Like, what's the worst that can happen? Don't answer that.
Yeah. And also, what the F is cookie cutter? But anyways, let's do cookie cutter, okay? Right. It's apparently something. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, I should be used to weird.
I mean, come on, we work in JavaScript. Like,
right.
It requires a certain amount of fearlessness.
Oh wow! I'm still getting a lot of deprecation warnings because of the homebrew installation, but I should be good.
Yeah, we can fix that.
So we have cookie cutter. Cookie cutter. Yep, I got it. Good stuff. All right, so we want to do cookie cutter, and then triangular full stack. Right. Okay. Let's do that.
So cookie cutter is a specific project template creator for Python.
Oh, really?
So there's a little cookie cutter config file in this repo, and that allows you to use it as a template.
So we can basically create our own templates later.
Yes, we sure can.
That's fucking amazing, brother.
Yeah.
Where's there it is. Is this the config file?
Yeah, that must be right.
It's an old template. It's a 2-year-old template, but you know,
Oh, all
what?
right.
Oh. Okay.
Huh. Well, we'll see what we get when you. Did you already run the command?
No, not yet, not yet. I'm
Yeah.
very careful with. Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
It's a
What's
template.
the
Okay.
deal?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's just do it. Right.
Let's just do it. Yeah.
Right. Um. So cookie cutter, and then
Mm-hmm.
the URL, and
Mm-hmm.
we hit enter. Should I hit enter?
Do it.
You, you sure?
Cross your heart. Hope to
All
die.
right. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Base project. Okay. So we're gonna call it the same thing as we right?
Yeah.
Or
I
should
guess
we?
the Art Nouveau API.
Yeah. Where are we on this one? Yeah, there it is. Right. Out the API. So just in order to avoid any mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Project slug. Yeah. Domain. Domain main. I have no idea what they mean with this.
Well, we can always
Skip it.
fix it
Change it
later,
later.
but
Right.
that depends once we deploy it, right?
Oh yeah, staging swarm stack name. All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So whoever is watching this, we have no clue what we're doing. I mean,
Yep.
well, clue, kind
Clue
of.
we have.
Clues,
Yeah.
yes. We're not sure. Secret key. Uh, it's not ain't gonna be that secret if I put it down here in the stream, but we're just gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know,
Yeah.
6. So this is gonna be our secret key this time around. We can change that later, probably. Feels a bit weird to use. First super user. So we're gonna say admin at mail.com, right?
Sure.
Doesn't really matter.
This is all for the logging in to
Mhm.
whatever they're going to generate using
And
Vue,
it's gonna
right?
be, yeah, and we're just gonna do password on
Yep.
password.
Yep.
All right. Backend course origins. Yeah, sure.
This looks great.
Right. So because we need,
Oh,
yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, dev and staging and
yeah.
huh. Okay. All right.
But
Well,
we need to remember that we need to. We have a localhost 3000 as an origin, so we should
yeah,
be good on this because we use 3000 on those.
yeah.
Yeah. Should we just say localhost 3000 then? We could say.
I mean,
Otherwise,
it's gonna default to.
all of them.
I see. I see. Well, your call. Your call.
Let's just SMTP port. I have no fucking clue, but sure. No,
Do we
no
really want
SMTP.
to allow people to SMTP into?
No, nothing
No,
like
me
that.
neither.
Emails from
It's,
no,
it's not,
no.
it's not the
It's
90s
Postgres.
anymore.
Oh, now Postgres password. We're just gonna say password on this one as well.
Okay.
Postgres admin default user. Right. PG admin. Yeah.
Oh, it remembered. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna use the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Right. So it's gonna be password 2 here. Right. We're not gonna make Triffy cost rate. Damn man.
There's a lot of stuff
A
going
lot
on
of
here.
a lot of questions that I have no answers to. You know.
Yeah. I don't know what a
Yeah, we're just gonna
constraint tag is.
hit the default settings.
Yeah, that's fine.
Flower out. Admin.
Flower off.
No idea.
No
Central
idea.
DSN. No idea. Docker image. No idea. Well, you more about Docker than I do, but
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to put a prefix to
I
it right
just
now.
wanna have a simple damn. Oh. Okay.
All right, there we go.
All right. So I have
All right.
164. All right.
Pop
Let's
this
do-
open in VS Code. Come on. Oh, it created a new
Oh.
directory. That's how helpful.
Boom.
All right, now we know. So that's against the instructions in the README here, but all right, all right.
Should I move everything into?
Let's have a look at it before you go crazy.
Yeah, that's.
All right, so it's got a.
There is also no. Is there a? Yeah, there's a git ignore, so we can
And a
cat the
.env,
git
okay.
ignore. My VS Code with Docker stack YAML. Readme. Right. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna move it up. I'm gonna move it up.
Do it to it.
Wow. Def.
Did
Wow.
the
Right. Let's see. Let's go open this up in code now.
yeah, let's have a look.
Right. Oh, okay. So they didn't tag along.
Oh, that's why there's so many files. Okay.
Right. So let's what's up now? No, it's still the same.
All right, I got nothing.
Right. What? GitLab CI. What? This. But where are the? Oh, it's all of this. I'm sorry, but
There's the Vue project, right?
right. Here's the
And
backend.
there's the backend with an app.
App. Oh man.
Wow. There's at
Yeah.
least the ORM stuff. Maybe.
Maybe.
Models, schemas, and tests. I guess start in main.py.
Oh, they're just gonna install some Python
Yeah.
extensions.
I'm gonna have
Sorry
to
about
do
that.
the same thing.
Uh, right. Whew. Um, we have item. So I recognize this, right? So get started with Jupyter notebooks. No, thank you. I don't want that. Okay. So anyway, I recognize this, right? Models, item, and user.
Hmm.
Right. So you have to import typing from type checking, SQL alchemy. Why is this could not be resolved from source? So we need to do. What do I need to do? I need to run some installation, right?
Yeah, maybe a pip install SQL Alchemy.
Uh, right. So where is that instructions? There was some instructions here, right? Pip install this project name. Yeah, we could have read all of this. How to deploy, more details, citing. Okay, right. Uh, so yeah, um, I'm a little lost here, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Uh,
Sibling project generator. So I'm just going to head over to that Couchbase one as well and have a look. Which the first thing that comes with is a giant warning that this is not being used.
have to right. So yeah. Right, where are they? They run main app. Reload. Right. We can create everything from scratch ourselves without using a generator, but it feels like a very weird thing to do, doesn't it?
It does. It really does. Uh,
Where was those the progenitor template? Right here it is. Right, full
Yeah.
docker. This. Right, and this is the site where we've been at already. Interactive API. I don't even know how to start this thing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And also it needs OpenSSL, which is going to be problematic for you, I guess.
Oh. Uh, I think you started with the unicorn command.
Yeah, but which one do I need to run? So it's going to be backend, right?
Yeah.
And then what?
Main. I think you have to get to app.
My Pi ini or
No.
there's nothing here.
Is there a
Scripts?
try app?
No, shoot. I shouldn't have.
That's okay. Is
Init
there?
Pi? Is this the one?
There's a main py there. Try main py.
Okay.
See how trusting we are? Okay, no, that was wrong.
Let's do in. Let's do init. Can we do that? No. What if I do Python 3, right? And then just do backend app. Oh, that didn't do anything for us.
No.
How about, yeah. Wow. Okay, you know what? Let's learn this from. Perhaps we should learn this a little more from scratch.
Yeah, I think so. I think we should just go ahead and create, like, in the actual README of the Fast API repo itself.
Right. There's actually a first steps thing here.
Yeah, it's the same.
Main PI, main app reload. First steps, right. Path parameters. Yeah, let's do that, right? Yeah. Okay. So, right. ls. Right. So I'm just gonna delete all of this stuff, right?
I think you should.
Okay. Okay. So that didn't. Right. Okay. So I have to delete them manually. I'm gonna create this one. .env dot git ignore. We can create a new git ignore, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to remove the right, so I'm just gonna remove this GitLab, this one, right? And then I'm just gonna touch a new README because that also got lost, and we should be good to go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so README, just our API, right? It doesn't matter what it says, really. Git. So right. So do you remember this site where we could scaffold git ignores? Do you remember that one? You gave me.
Yeah, it's if you switch to my screen, it's They used to be at gitignore.io, but now they got bought by TopTal. Finally, someone bought this. So, do you want me to send you the link, or since you have a commit going, I'm guessing?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Oh,
And don't
okay,
forget,
so it's TopTal. Okay, got it.
yeah. But if you type in gitignore.io, you'll land there. Don't forget to switch to your screen
Right.
if you are
Yeah.
checking out if it
So
has.
I'm just gonna say fast API. No results found. Python vanilla. I don't understand which one.
Yeah, just Python. Python vanilla, I have no idea what it is, and Circuit Python is for.
What would Django look like? Build
Django has
DevOps, Django Python stack. No, we don't want that, or do we? I don't know. According to Python, right. Now let's go back. Let's just do Python.
Wow, gives you a lot. It
Flask
includes
stuff.
Django stuff, Flask stuff.
Let's hope that it's enough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so definitely, folks, if you want to get good gitignores, use gitignore.io or TopTal gitignore,
Yeah.
whatever it's called. Right, so we're gonna create one new file .gitignore,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just gonna paste all of this stuff. Right. 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 You know what? There was another thing that I actually wanted to learn from this. What was it? Was the testing PG
Yeah.
admin for Postgres flow load balancing. I don't want that. Okay, so that was load balancing. But what was the testing? Integration, REST backend, PyTest. Right, that's the one I want to check out. What is that? Because I want to install this.
Yeah. There's also, I think, maybe a built-in one called Test Client.
In Fast API?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
And it's basically
Request specs?
yeah, it's based on requests. So it's very familiar and intuitive. And with it, you can use PyTest directly with Fast API. So basically, I think Test Client is like an instance where you pass your application to it, and that should be all you need.
Testing Fast API, yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some stuff in there.
Okay, right. Separating tests, right. Okay. Test main point. This can we have a test. Right. Okay. Let's I don't know. Let's create a folder. Right. I want to create since I don't know what structure to use. I'm just gonna say mkdir app, okay, and I will do mkdir specs. That's the usual, right?
Sounds good to me. Yeah.
And in app, I'm gonna create a file called main.py.
Mm-hmm.
And in specs, I'm gonna create, I'm gonna call it main spec.py because that's what I'm used to. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so here in main.py, I will import Fast API from Fast API. I'm going to instantiate an app, and it's going to return a message "Hello World." I like it. This is not a bad thing, but I'm going to start with the I'm I'm gonna start with the test client actually. So I'm gonna fast API test client from test client. Okay, so let's go to the spec, right? And I'm gonna, well, this they, oh, okay, from fast. Okay, so from fast. I don't have anything of this installed. Import test client, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from .main import app. Why was it say .main? It's not a. And my right. So my copilot tells me that I could do this, but in the example there is a dot, which I do not understand. So I don't know which one I
Yeah,
should.
that's weird.
Yeah, let's go with the dot first, right? And we'll see later. And then it says client is test client app. I can understand that. Client equals test client app. Okay. And then test read main. I can understand that. And we do a response with client. We get the root path and we want to assert that the response status code is 200. I understand that. Assert
Yep.
response JSON is message hello world. All right, so that's exactly, and you use double equals. Okay, so let's just do def. Well, actually, we get that for free from
Thank you,
code.
Copilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as our key is message and not MSG.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do I execute those files?
Excellent question. With it, you can use PyTest. So now enter PyTest, right?
Okay. So I need to basically say, because if I do PyTest, there's nothing here, right? Okay, so I need to install it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And some deprecation warnings and so on.
Mm-hmm.
And now I just do PyTest. Okay, so if I just do PyTest, but I guess I need to run that. Okay, let's just do it. 0 items. Okay, but if I do specs, main spec py, if I do this, right.
Interesting.
Right, and there's an import error because you couldn't.
That's what we wanted to see. So
yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.
Which means that we go to main py, right? And we take a look at what we need to import. We need to import fast tape. No, sorry. No, we just, yeah, we need to import fast API from fast API, and we need to instantiate the app and just tell it that there's a root path.
Yeah.
And there is one called read main. I don't understand that, but
and what's weird is that that one is called read main on the Fast API GitHub. There's also an example. If you switch over to my screen, there's also an example of setting up the simple hello world, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except it's hello and world.
Yeah.
And there he's importing something called typing from Union, instantiating the app. Nothing weird there. But then it's read root instead of read main, which I find disconcerting. But of course, this is how you define how you name a function in Python. So you can call whatever you want, right? As long as it makes sense. I would say read root maybe is more sensible, but
yeah, we're gonna call it red root. Let's do from, okay, so from fast
and switch
API.
over to your screen. Don't forget. Yeah.
From fast API.
Mm-hmm.
Import fast API. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
I don't want to import any middleware or anything like that, so I'm just gonna instantiate the fast API this, and then we're gonna
So you say at app
at app,
and then dot get and then in parentheses as a string.
this,
Exactly. There you
and then we
go.
define read root. We actually gonna, yeah. So this is a,
Yeah,
right,
that looks good to me.
right.
In yeah, returns the dictionary. Okay, sure.
But why would he say, why is he important? This says, and why would he use fast API in as constant, whereas we imported? This feels so unintuitive, to be honest. It feels so weird. But it doesn't matter. It's, who am I? Let's just run the test again. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? All right.
That's the TDD wire.
Same thing. Main spec pi. Make sure by Python name your test modules packages. All right. So the only I'm going to change one thing. This I'm going to remove this dot main.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe maybe we need to instantiate it somehow else. Like now, just for a manual test. Now that you have that, will you run? Will you run this command? Which
Right.
is supposed to load up, spin up a server there in your terminal.
Reload.
Dash reload, yeah.
Could not import module main. What the?
Okay.
And also, if we just test this, we're just going to test this manual in the browser. Because it's working. He's thinking. There's still. He doesn't. Could not import module main. Why?
Well, the one thing that we don't have is this import typing from Union. I don't know if that's relevant.
Let's comment this out. Let's comment this out.
Oh.
File. Watch was it? Change specs main spec pi. Reload. Cannot import module main. What? Let's open this up again. Client any could not be resolved. You see, this is like the. Okay, let's just call, let's test main instead of test. Right, so let's just rename this guy. Test main. Perhaps there's a naming convention that you need to follow. Could not import module main. Still. Let's run. No, shit. In module. Fine. What are we doing wrong, folks?
Is it because it lives in a different directory?
We're gonna move it.
Yeah, move it all to root.
We're gonna move this, and we're gonna move these two into the root folder. Do you understand? Like totally root folder, right? We will have nothing in app and specs for now. Okay, let's just try this. So it's gonna be PyTest, right? No. Make sure your modules package have valid Python names.
Are they .py files?
Your app from main. from app import from main import app from main import app from main import. I don't understand that. Let's try this again then. But you know, I don't trust this dot here. Do you understand?
I
But
do.
oh, there was that. We're in
It
business.
was me too. Yeah, cool.
We're in biz. All right.
And you, right? Look at that. Can you break it on purpose just to make sure that it's not a?
We're gonna break it like, yeah. So we're
Yeah,
gonna add
right.
an exclamation mark.
Let's see how it does with that.
Right.
Cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
So now we get good error messages. Okay.
Great.
Well, first
Ish.
ish. Okay. So let's move this. Let's move this into the app folder now, where we want it.
Mhm.
Wants to make refactoring changes with this file. Okay, sure. And what refactoring changes did you make? App. Oh, look. The dot is the root folder structure, and now you have to say folder name dot main. Okay.
We learned something new.
Right. So
Great.
this should actually work. Well, okay, I didn't change it back. Sorry, I need to remove this. All right. So this one should work. Okay. So now we know that you access, yeah, folders not with slashes but with dots.
Yep.
All right. So now let's move this test file back to specs.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's see if that flies or that will break it. So do we need to say dot dot or? Right.
Right. So it's not getting its.
Do we go like this? No, let's do dot dot. I don't know if that, I'm just guessing here. I'm really just guessing here. No. Okay. Right. So this shouldn't work either, right?
Apparently, there's.
Okay, so right, fast API import from root folder. Let's see, how do you behind it? Multiple bigger applications, multiple files. There's a loaded fast. Router. Right. Perhaps we should, you know what? Perhaps we should have this actually into. No, I would like to have it outside actually. You know. Why wouldn't this? This should work.
Is it application dot fast API dot? I see that in some places.
No, well,
Um,
source format out with. Yeah, sure, whatever. But I already changed that, so yeah, okay, sell off. Right. Okay. There must be. I mean, need to be able to.
Oh,
Well,
you could use relative imports using ...
so what do I need to say? Like a string then?
No, try. Well, try that. But I honestly think ... Maybe we just tried a single dot and we tried double dots, but we didn't try the triple.
Are you shitting me? A triple dot? No.
Yeah.
But that gives
No.
me like a warning.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Well, we were gonna try it anyway because you never know. No. And also PyTest is if I don't point to a spec. Attempted relative import with no known parent. Attempted relative import with no known parent package. What?
Yeah. Welcome to Python. We may need some kind of init file.
Right. Right. Import this. Right. Import data. We flash for flash. A local module from local flash. Import same styling at absolute imports. What's the init py gonna do?
Oops.
Some from.
Okay, yes. I found a good one. It was maybe you're on the same one. Import a module from the parent directory in Python using the relative import. The relative import, blah, blah, blah. Basically, we will first have to create a package adding that underscore init underscore py. I think we're in the same place. Yeah.
No, I switched
Okay.
over to you.
Oh, okay.
So what do you want me to do? You want me to?
So create touch in the root. Touch a file called underscore init underscore py.
Right.
And in there, you say, what do you say inside of the init py? Is it just a file that just says init? Come on. And this, of course, isn't loading, but so now you should be able to use the relative path, the triple dots.
On the in the test. No, but what do I? Don't I have to say anything in the init py at all, or?
I do not know yet.
No. Okay.
I do not know.
Contains a class 1, package 2. Could I see some code? Can I see some code? Right. Right. Let's first a simple example of using by. Right. So I'm just gonna take a look if this guy has anything in Circle CI app. Okay. So he has an app folder and he has a test folder, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's have a look at the app folder first. And he has an API database
init py.
Right. So let's have a look. Let's take a look at the main py first. Fast API, startlet response, ABDB models. Okay, so we probably need to, do so. But he does, he instantiates a new fast API instance, return message. Yeah, okay, so this is cool, right?
Yeah.
This is what we are doing. So let's have a look at this init py. What does he say there? Nothing.
So it just needs to exist.
Okay. And then in tests,
Now
let's
here
have a look.
comes the
And he has also an init.py, which is also empty.
empty. Okay.
And then you have a test.py, and that says from app main. Okay.
All right.
So
So
okay, so
add
basically,
add
okay,
some init pies.
yeah, which is like,
Ugh, come on. Yeah.
why? Doesn't feel so cool.
No.
Well,
No.
apparently we need to import this in app. This init.py needs to be in the app folder.
Yeah. I guess the init pie. I don't know. Does it mean that when you run? Does it mean that when you run that main app main, Python looks for all the init
Could
directories?
be, could be something
But
like that.
then why would it limit itself to just
Oh
this
shit, it was
repo?
that motherfucker.
Yeah, but why would that prevent it from like looking over your entire system for anything that might have an init pie in it?
Yeah.
Something else is at play. But okay, you figured it out.
Right. Right. So let's just do git. Let's add everything.
Hmm,
Do status again. See if this. Right. So we this git ignore with the readme init main. Okay. Let's before I make a commit. Let's just we could start this. We started this app with UVcorn, right? Let's do that. Could not import module main. Okay, so we're gonna stop this and we're gonna say app.main app, and we are good to go because we're so cool. And we're gonna go to localhost 8000,
mm-hmm.
and we have hello world.
Yeah,
Hey,
nice.
I see this as an absolute win.
I do too, and I honestly think it could be interesting to, for the next stream, repeat this exercise, but in the Django REST framework.
Yeah,
Because that will be a very transparent way of showing the initial developer experience
yeah,
when picking a new tooling.
yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
but do commit this so that I can get
Yeah.
it for free from you.
Create
Oh yeah, and create a pull request, right? Of
the
course.
first. Oh, I didn't. Oh shit. Sorry.
Oh, you didn't branch off. Well, I mean, maybe this is one of those times. It's okay.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that actually. Create basic application structure. Adds a root endpoint. Responding with hello world. People, it all starts with hello world. Always.
Always.
It always starts with hello world. So I'm just gonna git push this to my origin development. I'm gonna create a PR. No, they didn't want that. Why not? Why didn't it give me this? Oh, because I didn't create a new branch, I guess, right? Yeah. Where am I? I'm here. Where is my? There I am. My profile. My repo. I should have gone to my repositories directly. There we go. And we're gonna create. Yeah. Huh? Pull requests. New pull request. Compare with what?
Uh,
Why didn't he?
why does it not find?
Uh, that's so weird. Why is this? What? I'm just gonna push this to. Is this a protected
I don't think so.
branch?
Oh, well, we'll find out. Probably not. All right.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first time I've seen anything like this happen.
And the command to run the tests is just pytest. Is that right?
Once again?
The command to run the tests is just pytest, or do I have to pass in the
Well,
path?
let's see. I just did PyTest now, and with the
Okay.
yeah, and with the init Py setting apps that worked perfectly well. But if you want to start the application, you need to say you record app.main :app reload.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. Why not? Sure. So we learned a few things. But if I
We
want
did.
to,
Yeah. I'm sure some people, if they're experienced Python developers, were pulling out their hair, but that's okay.
yeah, we were
That's
also
okay.
pulling out our hair, even though I'm wearing
Yes,
a
we
baseball cap.
were.
So we can pass in query params and path parameters. We don't need to work with that, I guess. I mean, we could work with some tests for doing that, but it doesn't really matter. I am more interested in you can pass in cookie params and all of that extra, right? Response status code. Yeah, you can pass post and status code equals. Okay, so you work with that here, right? Name. Right, let's just check out SQL. MySQL tip or fast API with any database, any style. A common pattern is to use ORM, right? And ORM tools is right. You can value like a query, right? Tip 5 structure SQL app init by database by main. Create a right. CCV algorithm. Create engine. Okay. Create database URL. But I want to use SQLite. Do I need to create this ourselves? Really? Why would I want to do that? Right. There are so many questions for me that are unanswered. I think we're gonna get better results with or faster. Well, I think it's gonna be easier for us in the RESTful Django framework thing. You know, this gives us a lot of more freedom, but there is also shitloads of configuration that
Yeah,
needs
it's
to be
just the
done.
configuration now.
Yeah, there's nothing comes for free here, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
But yeah, I think it's time to eat something.
I think so too. I think we're gonna call it a day now.
Yeah,
First baby steps.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
running some Python. I mean, honestly, I think the Python installation process was way less painful than I expected.
I agree. I agree.
So chapeau to whoever maintains that. That's great.
But I'm kind of glad that I won that rock paper scissors, that we could expose Fast API as being uh,
Yeah,
not so easy to work with.
yeah,
But on the other hand, I believe that we could have made much more progress with
yeah. With the Django Rust full client, but framework. Sorry, but I
yeah.
think we'll have to put our money where our mouths are and prove that to be the case.
We'll see about that.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you for watching. Of course, if you want to learn more
Yeah.
about what the hell we're doing, I'm not gonna go into that right now. You can check out our previous recordings. We work on a small project, front and back end. This is the back end part. We're learning as we go. In this case, we could
Yeah.
have played it safe and went with Rails or Node.js, right?
But who wants to live a comfortable, safe life when there's
Exactly.
learning to be had?
And as I said, I think I said this off camera. I am, in the middle of a life crisis. No, I mean it's not a life crisis, but it's a thing. And coding makes me happy, and learning new stuff makes me happy. So
Hmm.
I'm happy. Yeah,
Good.
I'm happy.
Yeah, that's the way.
That is the way. That is the
Yeah.
way. All right. Thank you very much, guys. And
Yeah.
we see you, like, I don't know, tomorrow probably.
Yeah. Probably
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yes. Okie dokie.
All right.
Cheerio.